It's me again. We'll go ahead and get into this recap for today. It is Wednesday, 10/29. Today was FOMC day, so I knew the market was going to trade kind of funny when it opened. It usually does. Kind of bounces itself out and chops all day. It's just waiting on that 2 o'clock news and 2:30. We'll go ahead and we'll go over the 5-minute opening range trade I took this morning, and we'll go over the total profit and loss and run over the chart and all that good stuff. So we'll go ahead and get into this. I'll play this video. I do have it paused. This is the first 5-minute candle. I've got it fast forward just a little bit. So the market is pushed up and it's pulling back. So I'm automatically thinking we're going to fail through the downside. So I place a order. I go ahead and put my order out here. And it fills us and it just chops around for a minute. I wasn't real sure for a second if we was going to make it or not. It was looking like it was wanting to push back up, but it's a pushing. So hopefully it can go one little bit more push. Boom, we're out of the trade. Another solid trade. One thing I want to say about this right now on this strategy, let me back it up just a little bit. Right now, the way I've got it set up, I know a lot of people say, well, why is your stop loss so far away? I do have a negative risk to reward setup on this because I'm risking 10 points for 5, 7 points, whatever. As long as it is 60% or better, we're still good. And right now, we're batting a pretty good average. We're batting 90%. So I don't mind having a negative risk to reward. I would not do that on a live account, but this is fine. Like I said, I'm just trying to test the strategy and see how it's playing out. And once we get us a baseline, we can go in and tweak our settings, our stop loss, take profit, and change everything. But that was a winning trade. We will go ahead and get into the numbers here. Well, where'd they go? If I can find them, they're out here somewhere. So this was that trade. It copied across 5 accounts. And as you can see, it was $190. That one was $200, but we'll just call it $190 across 5 accounts. You can't beat that. If I could just do that every day, I'd be tickled to death. Just take baby steps, $200 a day. Just walk your way up to a payout. You can't beat that. And as for my TradingView accounts, they all ended up green. A few of them's a low profit, but like I said, they're past the payout range. So I'm just looking for $50 a day so it can count as a trade day. So I am not, trying to get a lot of money out of those. But other than that, the rest of them was all pretty good trades. I did have some evals today that I was going to try to pass, and because I need to build my account size back up, but I got smoked on the FOMC news. It didn't really react like I thought it was going to. It didn't go crazy, till like 2:30 later in the day, but usually at 2 o'clock, it goes nuts. But today it just kind of chopped around a little bit, and then 2:30 it really went nuts. But I was a little early on that. I didn't pass those evals. I just blew them. But yeah, it still turned out to be a pretty solid day on my funded accounts. So we'll go ahead and run over this chart. Let me see. We'll go over this right here. If I can find my button here. This is the spreadsheet I am keeping. Again, last week we had 100%, 815 on one, 4,075 on all 5. This week we've had 2 winners, 1 loser. The loser was 210 and had a winner of 95, and again today of 190. So as far as this week in profit, on one account we're at $75, and the 5 we're at $585. So as long as we can have another decent day, we should end the week green on these rhythmic accounts. Like I said, I'm going to do this for a month, keep up with this data, and kind of fine tune the strategy after that. But we'll go ahead and run over the chart some. Like you can see this morning, it's a 5-minute opening range right here. This is where I took the trade. I timed it good. I got in and out because it didn't drop much. It dropped about 10, 15 points or so, and it was a slow morning. Even this push, hindsight, it was slow. It didn't want to go. It was aggravating. I ended up drawing some trend lines. I just drew one from the low and connected it to this one and just extended it on out. Same way on top. I just drew a trend line across the top. I was waiting for it to break either way. I didn't trade it when we first broke because VWAP was right here. I figured if we broke through the trend line, VWAP still might be support, so I didn't trade it. And then it shot back up. I did catch a little bit of the second time it failed, and the third time I rotated through some accounts, and I traded this mess right here. It was a struggle. I'd have been better off staying out. Even though my accounts are green, that was a handful trading that mess because it just chopped around all day. Again, we finally come to 2 o'clock right here, and like I said, I had some evals. I was playing the red photo strategy. I had some up and some down, and it wicked so bad that it got me out on both sides. I was early to it. I should have waited till 2:30, but it's usually 2 o'clock right on the nail. I mean, as soon as the second drops, it might drop 100 points. It didn't today. It just acted funny. But you can see it just chopped around, done this mess until 2:30. Right here, Powell started talking some more. And I drew more like a pennant. I had a trend line from the top down, and I had one on the bottom looking for it to break either way. We finally broke to the top, but then apparently the market did not like what he was saying, as you can see. From this one candle on 1 minute. I mean, that was like a 100-point candle. You can see the craziness started. Now, he usually does this right here at 2 o'clock, but today it was hesitant, and I mean, that kind of bummed me out, blowing my evals. I just have to try to pass him some other time, but yeah, he got plumb crazy after that. As you can see, the market just got plumb stupid. And if you would have been on the right side of this mess, I mean, it's easy to make money, but when you're on the wrong side, this right here gets you every time. It's chopped. It just went plumb crazy. I mean, that is why you need to know exactly when the news is coming out and what news is coming out. I know this day and age, with Trump tweeting and stuff, it drives the market crazy, but there ain't nothing you can do about that. But this, FOMC, CPI, non-farm payroll, all that news is scheduled, and you can kind of be prepared for it. But I believe that will be it for today. I can't think of nothing else. Yeah, I'll make this sucker short and sweet. So, hey, thank you all for watching, and we'll do this again tomorrow.